All right, episode 30. Here it goes. So, I don't know if you can tell, but the sound of the mic quality is infinitely times better. That's because I'm back in my room, and if you notice, I'm talking a little bit louder and a little bit more confident here, being in my room. And I think that's because I just don't give a fuck, dude. I think I'm reaching that point where the, I guess, inconvenience or I don't know, of me doing the shit in my car and trying to be quiet so nobody can hear me. I think that is just such an inconvenience most of the time that it has kind of forced me to come in here and actually do it without giving a fuck about who hears it. Because, dude, this quality, the mic quality here is just so much better. It sounds so much more professional, and it's, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get better, trying to progress. So, all right, episode 30. So crazy that we're on 30, man. And I know that I say that every time I hit a new milestone, but 30. It's fucking crazy. I actually didn't even want to record today. I had no reason to. Well, I wasn't forced to. I'm not on the program because I failed. And so that was my third additional task, and one of the three. And so I didn't have to do this, but here I am, dude. So here we go. So no intro for this one. I'm just going to dive right in. So I guess the purpose of this one is to kind of continue on yesterday of how I failed, or I guess what I'm doing now that I failed and how I'm spending my time now that I'm not on the program, having gone through all of that. So just to reiterate, all of phase one, this was my day literally to a T. I would wake up at 2:30 and it was a struggle for me to even get out of bed at 2:30. So 2:40, 2:50, sometimes 3. Then I wake up, shower, make my lunch, get dressed, make my bed, all that shit, fill up my water, everything, pack my book, get everything in my bag for work, and then leave for work around 3:30, get to work around 4, hit the gym at 4, work out till 4:45. From 4:45 to 5, I'd drive to my actual shop. Then I would begin working for 9 hours. I would read, well, I guess technically 9.5. I would read in that time frame, and I would do a lot of my 10 gratefuls in that time frame as well. And so that was work. And as soon as I got off work, I would sit in my car and record a podcast, usually about 30 minutes. So that takes us to about roughly 3 o'clock. I drive home from work, get home around 3:30. Then I would go and do my outdoor workout about 30 minutes after that at 4 because I had to eat and shit like that. It was time for me to unwind a little bit from work, eat something and watch, some kind of video on YouTube or something like that, and then do the outdoor workout at 4 o'clock, get home, everything settled by 4:50. And then from there, I would either do stretching or or the visualization, or I would, what else would I do? Or I would write pages, because that was my thing, so write 2 pages. And so the stretching was 20 minutes, the visualization was 10 minutes, writing pages usually about 30. And I got smart with it at the end, started using my voice chat, and it started taking me a lot less, around 10, 15 minutes or so. So right there, that is an additional hour, we'll say. So finish everything, it's 5 o'clock. Well, actually, what I would do when I get home is I'd take an ice bath, then a nice shower, then everything in the bathroom, right? And then I come in, and then I would do all the stretching, the visualization, the writing pages. And so around that time, 5:30, then an hour after that, 6:30, that's when I finish all that stuff. And then it would be, what else did I have to do? What were the other things? I had a few other things. I can't remember off the top of my head now. What the fuck? So I finished all that shit, and I was pushing it real close to my bedtime, which was 7:30. And I got that a handful of times, 3 or 4 times. And then every time other than that, I was going to bed way past my bedtime, which was 8 o'clock, which was 7:30, and I would go to bed around 8, even 9. And it was fucking up my sleep. So that's what the last, day 1 through 25, failed on day 26 or something like that, dude. It's fucking crazy. So that was the almost 4 weeks of my life, just bam, bam, bam. And that taught me so much about commitment and discipline alone. I mean, 75 hard was great, but doing all this extra shit, that really dialed me in. So we got the cold shower, that was additional, the 10 minutes of visualization. I had to record a podcast and then write 2 pages, stretch for 20 minutes, and then write 10 things that I'm grateful for, 7 of which are from current. Dude, I can never say that correctly. It sounds like I just sound so fucking dumb. 7 are from present time, and 3 are from future time. So present tense and future tense, I guess. So I do all that shit, and then that was my day. So having done that for 25 days straight, it taught me a lot about how to manage my time, how to get shit going, how to just boom, boom, boom. You know, I didn't have time to really sit down and really do anything other than the program. So it taught me a lot. And so now that I don't have to do anything, here's how I'm using my time. And it's so refreshing, dude. It's not that I'm grateful or happy that I'm not on the program, because I'm still bummed that I failed, but I have so much more freed up time to work on shit that I actually want to work on. Because as you know, the last few episodes I've talked about my first product and business idea, and that would be the pre-workout supplement. So I wanted to get that going, start really investing into that, not financially, but learning more, trying to figure out who I'm selling to, what the message is, what it's going to look like, everything like that. And so now what I'm working on is I'm working on researching the ingredients, what they do, the benefits, the perks, the drawbacks, the side effects, all that shit. Working on the marketing and the messaging, what that sounds like, who I'm targeting, what they do, who they are, whatever. The research on the statistics of the market, how big of a market is it? Who's my person? What percentage of the population are they? What kind of people are they? What are they doing? Where are they at? And then I've been trying to figure out what my social media posts will look like. So I have a whole document here that just outlines pretty much everything to do with all of the business. So let's see. So we got the social media posts, the marketing and messaging, ingredients and facts and benefits, logo and design ideas, which I have nothing, brand name ideas, which I have a couple, research and ingredients. So, I need to combine that. I have two of those. Survey questions that I'm going to send out and post on social. My personal one, whether or not somebody prefers 20 or 30 servings, their flavor preference, what they look for in a pre-workout, what's a deal breaker, the brand, the variety of flavors. And then the supplement industry and the facts, what percentage of the market, I already said all that, target audience. And then I have a whole to-do list. I think I actually talked about that last episode. But here's what I'm not working on right now. My focus, and this is a big one for me because every time I do anything in a creative sense at all, I'm always focused on the logo, the name, the design, the colors, the product design of the label, the packaging, the boxes. I'm always focused on that first. I always try so hard to come up with a logo and a name with that name, everything, before I even have a product. And then it comes time to develop the product, and I'm just kind of not interested in that. But now it's complete opposite. Now I've got, all these ingredients, all the facts and everything pulled up. It's all written down. I'm kind of doing research, making my own shit so that I know, formulating a product, setting that to manufacturer, seeing what the cost is for however many I decide to order, and moving forward, man. I'm just going, and it feels so good. I mean, hopefully you can tell by just the way that I'm operating this episode that I'm getting shit done, dude. It feels fucking awesome. So what I'm working on right now is ingredients, marketing, messaging, research, statistics, and social media posts, and what my messaging will look like on a platform. What I'm not working on is the logo, the name, design, colors, product design or label, and packaging or boxes. I'm not focusing on any of that. So as far as business goes, that is what I'm doing. So along with that, I've researched more ingredients and shit that I want to put into a pre-workout. And I've looked at a lot of reputable brands and products to see kind of what their formula is based on what their market is, based on what they're going for. Because all the ones that I looked at are ones that I've taken personally and ones that I actually really liked. So I was just comparing them all and seeing what they had, what they didn't have, try to figure out why they did or didn't have those things, and kind of go from there. Because there's a lot of great ingredients out there that actually work in synergy with other ones that I didn't find in the ones that I've been taking. And it's just interesting. So looked into that. So changed the formula up a little bit because before I had about 6 ingredients, and now I think I've got, let's check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got 13 ingredients in this one for a total scoop size of almost 20 grams, which I think is optimal. So, because there's a lot of brands out there that microdose a lot of shit. They've got proprietary blends, and their serving size is, 4, 5, 6 grams, which is crazy because this pre-workout formula alone has 8 grams citrulline malate. That's 8 grams. So my serving size of just one ingredient is already more than other people's whole pre-workout, which is crazy, dude. And, the more I learn and progress in everything like this, the more I realize that not every pre-workout is the same. Not every pre-workout is branded is formulated for the same reason. There's a lot of brands out there that formulate pre-workouts for just energy or just a pump or just bringing water into the muscle or just focus or just this, or maybe just a super small one for somebody who is very sensitive to certain stimulants. There's so many different things, and it took me a while to realize that, people take pre-workouts for different reasons. People want different things in those pre-workouts. That's why there is a market for those. If everything was the same, then, here's what it is. So yeah, I changed the formula a bit and then submitted that a couple hours ago to the manufacturer that I'm trying to figure stuff out with, but they don't have a lot of the patented quality ingredients that I'm looking for. So, for example, they don't have the carnosine, however you want to say that, the beta-alanine, not the patented version. They don't have the patented beta power or beta pure for betaine. They don't have the concrete for creatine hydrochloride. I don't think they have alpha size for GPC, for alpha GPC. I don't think they have the TC, I don't think they have that in trademark. I don't think they have Actogen or Astrogen. I don't think they have Bioperine. They have all those, but they don't have them in the patented versions. So that's what I'm trying to get to, because I want the highest quality shit that I can get. And I also realize that I probably won't have the highest quality shit as I start, because I need a margin that's a little bit higher than 50 fucking cents per unit. So yeah, I'm doing my best to get the purest form and the highest quality of each ingredient. But as I progress and get higher and higher, I want to get higher and higher quality so that I can afford to do it at scale. Because like I just said, if my margin is only $1, then I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Let's say if I sell a product, for example, if it costs me $40 to make a product, I'm gonna have to sell 40 of those to make a profit of one. And so that would be extremely unideal. And I'm not going to sell a pre-workout at $100. That's because, unless it's made of gold, whatever. But so yeah, can't get there if my margins are 50 cents. So as I progress, I will definitely opt in to get the higher and higher and better and best of everything. But as I start, it might not be those patented ingredients of the highest quality. Nonetheless, it'll still be of ingredients that work and are effective. But I'm trying to go for the best of the best. But we all start somewhere, man. So, and yeah, you'll know about it when I hit those marks and when shit's changing. So, yeah, anyway. So the pre-workout's going to be focused on brain power, energy, and force output, and overall strength, So it's going to be having a lot of nootropics. It's going to have a lot of, I think they're called osmolytes, which are just sub-ingredients that attract water into the muscle, to give you a pump, to get that full muscle look, and to hydrate your muscle, and just optimal, just the best environment for muscle growth, muscle activation, contraction, everything to do with building muscle and strength and everything. Because if all of this equates to getting 4 more reps, those 4 reps are gonna be what breaks down the muscle the most. Those 4 reps are going to be what builds the most muscle and what takes you to that next step. And so that right there is enough for me to want to invest in a product. If that product can give me the boost that I need to push past my personal limit at the moment to get those extra reps, which then lead to further and better muscle growth, more everything, that's an easy one for me. I'm buying it. And so that's what I'm trying to put out there. And so another thing that I'm doing is I want to put flavors out there that are just uncommon, that a lot of people we don't typically see. And what I mean is I don't want to do another strawberry or another, lemonade or another blueberry. Those are all great and those will come with time, but I want to do something out of the blue, something that's different, something like a passion fruit guava lime something, or a dragon fruit cherry coconut bowl, something just different, and I'm not going to call it, I've already talked about this, I'm not going to call it that. So if I get something that's like a mixed berry or something, I'm not going to call it mixed berry. It's going to be called legendberry, because legendary. It's play on words, and it kind of goes with the brand. So that's the idea. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out flavors, and I only have 3 revisions per sample, so flavors better be good, or I'm fucked. Got to pay more money. So that's how it works. So I want to do uncommon flavors, and I think I haven't even released the first product here, but second, third, fourth, fifth, who knows? But I want to do a protein. I want the protein to be king shit, tasting delicious, but I'm not just going to do a chocolate and vanilla, dude. I want to do something out there, and I already talked about this, but it would be sick to do some kind of graham cracker cake batter, or something like a peanut butter s'mores, or just shit that's different, man. Okay, with time I'll have vanilla and chocolate, and you know what? Maybe that's what I will do to play it safe, because people do need vanilla ass protein. They do need chocolate, because you can add those to really anything, make shit taste good. So who knows, man? But that's the vision. Real quick, while I'm on the topic of the vision, I think it'd be so sick that when people buy the pre-workout, they get a little, almost like a pamphlet, but maybe, I don't know, a little bit smaller than that. Like a bifolding little thing. And it kind of just explains where the brand is at and the vision, where it wants to go, and how you, the consumer, can help. I think that'd be pretty cool. If I could get some mock-ups of some protein, some sleep enhancing, some vitamin fish oil, some kind of nootropic focused supplement, or something for getting work done in business and grinding and shit like that. Put it all out there with the mock-ups so you can see where we're going, where we're headed, perks and benefits of these products that haven't even been made. Just things like that, so that you, the consumer, can see, hey, this brand has extreme vision. If I can buy this product and support them, support their mission, I'm going to benefit because I'm early in. I'm going to be here from the start. I can see it grow. It's going to be sick. I want to buy into that, So that's the idea with that. So actually, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm fucking flowing on this episode. That's because I have everything laid out right here in front of me, and I put kind of an outline. And so with all that being said, I made a whole document of all things business for this idea, and I've been working on it all day and look forward to doing it too. So I've been literally doing this all day, all day yesterday, just working on this and researching ingredients and making outlines, and for everything I already said at the beginning of the show. And it has been fucking awesome, because I haven't had to go and do an outdoor workout. I took a rest day today completely, actually, and I told myself if I take a rest day today, that means I have to work out tomorrow. And I am actually thrashed as fuck, because I deadlifted yesterday, like I said, and it was rough. It was very hard. I did the 275 for 12, so that goal is checked off. And I feel good. I'm just very sore. So, yeah. So I made a whole document of all things for this business, and I've been working on it all day. It feels awesome, because I have a genuine desire to work on this. I even read today, doing visualization here in a minute. I'm about to go to bed here at 10 o'clock. Still going to get my 7 hours, wake up, and hopefully hit the gym in the morning, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I haven't committed to that yet. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple more things. So, or I guess with the business while we're on the topic. So just to reiterate my mindset and where I'm at with everything. So I'm not even really motivated or moved by the money aspect of all of this at all. I mean, the thought of making money from it and having the great financial success that comes from it later on, 5 to 20 years later, that hasn't crossed my mind as much as me just wanting to build something and do something. So the money sounds great, but why I'm doing this now is because, dude, I just want to build something, dude. I want to do some shit. I'm in no rush to make $10 million or $1 million or even $100,000. I just want to provide a quality-ass product and then provide an exceptional service and experience to everybody who purchases the product, all the supporters, all the customers, all the fans, everybody. I want them to know what the standard is, what that shit looks like, and how every other brand should be operating, dude. Because I get so fucking hyped on that thought alone that makes me want to do it. If my margin is 50 cents, that does suck ass, because that limits my ability to move forward and order more product and shit, but it's not going to be 50 cents. So the idea that I'm going to be able to make this money and then reinvest it into the product or the brand or whatever Because I'm not taking shit from it, dude. That thought hasn't crossed my mind once up until just barely when I thought about that. I'm not going to take any money from it unless, I guess, fucking car explodes and my house dies, If my car dies and my house explodes is what I meant. All that money's going right back into the business, to everything to make the experience and all the quality, everything just fucking top of the line, dude, because that's what I want to do. That sounds so much more exciting and intriguing to me than making $1 million in a year. And so that's kind of where my mind's at. A lot of people walk into business just wanting to make money and trying to get the most they can. But dude, I'm walking into this just wanting to make the best product, something that I can take, that I will take, that I believe in, and want to push toward other people who have the same vision, same mentality as me. Because this is a pre-workout, but it is targeted towards people like me. And I wrote a whole thing about, I'm going to share it real quick. So it's targeted toward people like me. And who is me? Me, right? So he gets shit done. He's a doer. He wants nothing more than to achieve monumental success. He wants to do big things and accomplish it all. He takes his work very seriously. He's committed to the work and grinds hard every single day. He accepts nothing short of excellence. He wants to squeeze the most out of every day because he knows just how valuable his time is. He wants the best. He knows health is wealth, and without health, he can't get to anywhere he wants to in life. He loves recognition for his extreme work ethic, but is humble and doesn't need it. He loves the status that comes with his gigantic accomplishments, but only does it out of love for the grind. He is mature and understands commitment, consistency, and execution. He is disciplined and resilient. He has massive ambition and aspires to climb the metaphorical ladder of success to the very top. He desires to be surrounded by like-minded individuals. He understands the value of his environment and surroundings. He is an achiever. He takes care of himself physically, mentally, and emotionally. He has committed himself to the game. He has minimal ego and values learning at an extremely high level. He puts personal growth and self-development as top priority because he knows how vital they are for success. He challenges himself to grow. He understands that failure is only failure if he does not get up and try again. He seeks lessons from his losses and applies them to grow and get better. He supports brands, companies, and restaurants that are in line with his core values and core beliefs. He supports businesses, organizations, and groups that he can see working hard with a vision. He appreciates top-of-the-line service and is appalled by anything less. He loves to feel a part of something. He values growth above all else. He loves to help others grow and succeed. He is consistent with his habits and commitments. He doesn't go with the crowd in any regard. He strives to be a strong, high-value man to attract a very high-value woman. He desires the best for himself and seeks only to invest in which that propels him toward ultimate success. He is smarter than average, and his decisions reflect it. He wants more. He isn't afraid to be uncomfortable. He gets it. He's a visionary. He's not like everybody else. And the last one that I have so far is he has goals that are too massive for small-minded individuals to grasp. So, that was a long-winded way of saying, those are my people. And just because I said he on all of them, because I'm talking about myself here, that could be a she as well. So if you're a woman out there, just replace everything I just said with she. She gets shit done. She's a doer. She wants nothing more than to achieve monumental success. And that last one I said, she strives to be a strong, high-value woman to attract a very high-value man. So just replace it. I'm not gender-specific here, but talking about me, that's who I'm talking to with this shit. And, if you want to say right now that that's all bullshit, it's a pre-workout, you don't need to go that far with just a fucking pre-workout, I beg to differ, dude. This is who I'm selling to. Health is wealth, man. If I can provide a supplement or a quality product to someone who's looking to achieve everything that I just mentioned, and I can be the bridge to get them there, and not only will I be the bridge, but they can subscribe to a community of people like everything I just said, that's what I'm going for, dude. Imagine a community full of everything, of every trait that I just described. Replay the last 2 minutes and imagine 100 people in a room of that caliber. You know how fucking powerful that room is. So that's the goal right there. That's the messaging. That's who I'm trying to target. That's who I'm after. And I'm not going to go into the details of the age, gender, marital status, family, location, education, income, occupation, religion, language, lifestyle, motivation, size. I'm not going to get into that right now, but that is who I'm targeting. And so all that to say that, where did I put that? So all I have to say, I'm more focused on attracting those type of people, building community, rather than making millions of dollars. I genuinely mean that. The money sounds great, and I would love $1 million in my bank account. But then what? I'm not gonna have that. Dude, I'm getting so fucking hyped up even talking about it, because this is something for me to work on and work towards and grind at every day and commit to. If I have $1 million in the bank, that means I don't got to do this. I want to do this, and I haven't even done it yet. So that's where my mind's at. That's where my mentality is. So yeah. So now for some miscellaneous shit. So, because I'm not on the program, I didn't want to reward myself with anything or do anything that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to do had I not completed the program. But caved in, man. Caved in a little bit. So this morning when I was at Maverick. I usually go to Maverick before my shift at FedEx, and I buy a couple energy drinks and then a couple protein bars. I hate eating while I'm at FedEx. I just want to go. So protein bar is easy for me to just, so maybe a protein bar is in the works, dude. Who knows? And so I noticed that they had the Cherry Citrus Mountain Dew. And if you haven't listened to the other episode, you know that is my most favorite drink on planet Earth. It was discontinued for almost a decade. I don't even know. It's pretty exaggerative, but it was gone. They just brought it back, so I bought one. I filmed my reaction to it, to me drinking it, and I was actually kind of bummed because it didn't taste like how I remember. And I don't know if it was because I drink coffee in the morning, so my palate was a little bit fucked, but I did finish it later on in the day. It took me all day to drink it because it's so fucking sweet, so much sugar. It's the first time drinking soda all year, I think. So that streak is gone, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So you focus on being better, not perfect, like Addie said. So I drank it. So the streak ends, but one thing I will say is while it didn't taste the exact same, it is still king and is such a delicious drink. So much so that I would go buy one right now and drink it because it's that good. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with the lesson there that instead of being perfect, just be better. And I wrote a whole thing here. So the success rate percentages for a year in days. So I was thinking about that today. I was like, okay, if I want to operate my life at a 90% winning to losing ratio, meaning I have a whole year worth of days. How many days do I have to win in order to be at that 90% mark? And the number is 328. So that means out of the whole year, 365 days, I have to win 328 of those to be in that 90 percentile range. And so that means I can, quote unquote, lose the day, not win the day, 37 times, which is about 3 per month. Which, if you want to count that losing day as a day off where you're not doing shit, if you count that as a loss, I mean, I guess it's up to you. That's about 3 per month. And so 91% is, I'm going to say the percent that you want to operate at and how many days you can take off, quote unquote. And then how many days per month that is average. So if you want to operate at a 91 percentile, that's 33 days per year at roughly 3 a month. If you want to operate at 92, it's 29 per month, or 29 days lost. Actually, I'm not going to say the month anymore. If you want to operate at 90%, you have 37 days off for the year. 91%, 33 days off for the year. 92%, 29. And then with each percent, I'm not going to say all these, but with each percentage, you lose about 3 to 4 days. So 100% obviously is 0. If you want to operate at a 99, 98, or 97%, it would be 4, 7, and 11 days off, which is about 1 a month there for the 97. And I put it in my head that I wanted to operate at least a 95 percentile mark, or 96. I can't remember what I was thinking, but 95%. So meaning 95% of your entire year was a win. That means 18 days were lost. So that means about, 1.5 days. So 6 months have 2 days, 12 months have 1 day, for a total of 18 days lost per month. So that means bi-weekly, I'm not even going to do the math anymore. So if you want to operate at a 95 percentile win the day success percentage, you can only lose the day 18 times. What did I say? 95 or 96? I don't know. 95 is 18 times. And I like calculating that shit and seeing visuals of things, because the way that I see that is, okay, I had a soda today. Everything else is on point. So I'm going to count that as a loss, even though everything else is on point. If I can do that 17 more times the whole year. You're pretending this is January 1st, right? I can do that the whole 17 more times the whole year. And by that doesn't sound like a lot, I guess. But, dude, if you're operating that way at a full month, you know, I mean, I don't know. 95% is fucking good, man. But why settle for 95 when you can have 100? So, but that's not about being perfect. It's about being better. And I'll tell you what, every year up to this point in my life, I've probably been operating at a 20%. Maybe. 10%. That means in 37 days we're one. For the whole year. That's probably about right. But I'm probably operating at a 10% thing, dude. No, probably operating at 5%. Anyway, so all that to say, if you want to operate at a certain percent per the year, you know, I guess just be aware of how many days you can fuck off. And keep that in mind. Even if you did fuck off, keep in mind how much time you I don't know what I'm trying to say. You can fuck off a lot and still get your work done. And then we can, I actually, into there, because I don't know what the fuck I'm going on about anymore. So, day off the gym, didn't work out today. The deadlifts got me sore as shit. So, yeah, like I said if I take today off, I have to go tomorrow. And that's fine. I have no problem. But, dude, so here's one thing that I want to share. The whole ice bath thing, it's just kind of fucking up my schedule. Because you don't want to do it after a weight training session if your goal is to gain muscle, build strength, all that, for various reasons. You want to do it before, or I think it's 5 hours after workout. And so that would mean, so here's the dilemma for me, and this is bullshit, and I just want to share this so you understand where my mind's at with some bullshit. So I go to work, FedEx, I get home, I'm gross, stinky, sweaty, smell like asshole. I want to shower, so I shower. Oh, but you know what? I probably should have taken an ice bath because I got to shower anyway after one because I don't have chlorine or anything in the ice bath. It gets dirty, it's kind of gross and slimy in there after a little bit. And so I don't want to have that shit on me. I want to shower it off. So that means I would have to shower again. And then if I go to the gym later and come home, probably have to shower a third time. I don't want to shower 3 fucking times. I want to shower once and be good. So because of that, I try to figure shit out in my head how I can rearrange my schedule and make it happen. So what I'll do is I'll get home from work and then I'll take an ice bath. And that's one shower. And then I'll try to... What the fuck? I just lost my train of thought. I'll go to so I can't come home, go to the gym, and then come home and then take an ice bath because the ice bath is after the gym. You're not supposed to do that. I'm trying to get big here. And then, so that limits me to, okay, well, I'll just go to the gym in the morning, and then I will do the thing after. And that's probably what I'll do. So, actually, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking. Dude, okay, so I started this podcast strong as fuck. Now I'm kind of trailing off with some drunk thoughts. So, all I'm trying to say is I think I overcomplicate things in my head. And then when it comes time to actually doing them, I'm just like, oh shit, this is fucking bullshit, But today I had to force myself to take an ice bath. And I literally, usually what I'll do when I get out there is I'll go out there, put my phone down, take my flip-flops off, kind of hype myself up a little bit. But what I did today was I went in there, as soon as I got down there, unplugged it from the wall, set the timer before I even was ready. So I usually set it for 10 seconds more than what I'm going for. So I'm at 5 minutes now. So I set it for 5 minutes, 10 seconds. So I set the timer for 5 minutes, 10 seconds. I push the button, it starts counting down. And then from there, that's when I hop in. I literally said out loud, can't remember, fuck. I said, dude, my memory's asshole with specifics like that. I remember saying, pussy's back out of this shit. Only bitches don't do this. Weak ass motherfuckers don't do this shit. But me, I'm strong. I went and hopped in. And it was easy, and I was like, this is fucking easy, dude. And to be fair, it actually is getting pretty easy for me at the moment, which makes me feel like I gotta go colder. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to. It's at 39. It was actually 38.9 degrees when I got in today. Did it for 5 minutes, and it was actually pretty easy, dude. When I say easy, I don't mean I'm not gaining any benefit from it. It is still a struggle to want to force myself to get in. The fact that I'm mentally battling, trying to avoid that for the whole day, means it's tough for me, right? But when I'm in there and I'm fine, I'm all right. So I'm just forcing myself to get that shit done. And I did it, and it feels good. So hell yeah. Okay, one more thing, and then we are going my ass to get shit done, go to bed. So Live Hard starts Friday. And so here's the thing. I'm going to change my tasks again after what I said yesterday, because so that whole ingredient thing where I said I was going to find out one ingredient, research it, perks, benefits, all that. I found that I almost love doing that, and it's enjoyable, and it's very easy for me to do, because I literally did, let's check. Let me see how many I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 11 ingredients in a night. And yeah, I don't have much else going on, so I was able to focus on that. But I did 11. My goal was only 1. So I can either up that to more, or I can just change it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it to something else. And I don't know what that will be yet. I'm going to figure it out before Friday. And then I might change the grateful one, but still do it. I want to force myself to do something else, because the grateful one is easy. It's not challenging or taking me towards my ultimate goals in life per se. It is very important, and it has changed my mentality quite a bit. So I think I'm going to change that, take it out of the program, pick something else for it, but still do it, but subtract it from 10 to 5, because it is very time consuming to do something in detail like that. It is time consuming, and 10 usually took me, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And if you're hearing that, you're like, that's nothing, dude. I mean, bro, if you're saying right now to me that that's nothing, that's no time at all, use that same time, go hit the gym then. That's no time at all, you know? I don't got time to hit the gym. You just hit 20 minutes. Dude, you can get a full-ass blown workout in 30 minutes. Go listen to what 75 Hard taught me. Go listen to those episodes. I think it's 3 and 4 and 5 or something. I get full-blown workouts done in less than 45 minutes, and I have to go do extra shit to get the 45-minute mark sometimes. But anyway, so I might change those up a little bit. I'm not sure what I would do. But because the podcast one, it's natural now. It's easy, so I'm not going to put that in there. I think it's a cop-out. You're supposed to keep on progressing and challenging yourself, and putting the podcast on there again would not be that for me. So, man, what the hell is going on? My Google Chrome keeps casting to the goddamn TV for some reason. That's weird. Huh. Anyway. So where the fuck am I at here? Yeah, so I'm going to change those up. I'm not sure what they'll be yet, but I'm going to change them up. So, that's it. I think that's it for the show, guys. That's it. So there's a lot of growth in this episode, specifically episode 30, because I'm back in my room, talking normally, not really giving a fuck if anybody hears me. Man, so kind of part, not all, but part, maybe a little part of the reason why I don't want anybody to hear me, because then people are smart, dude, and maybe I think people are too smart, but if they knew that I was recording a podcast, someone would get the idea to look me up on Spotify by typing my name in. What the fuck, bro? Stop casting. What the fuck is going on here? I don't know. And then to Google my name, or put my name in the Spotify, figure out where the podcast is, then start listening, and then the 0 promotion and 0 people knowing about the show for the first 100 episodes would be gone to waste. So, yeah. Also, I'm insecure, so it's all good. Anyway, that is the show. That's it. I'm going to end it there. So thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you in the next one.